Depression is not your name. Anxiety is not your destiny. These are not identities, they're invitations to heal. Maybe you were told that you would never get better. Maybe the doctor said that to you in the hospitals. Maybe they said that this label would define you forever because you have to take these drugs for the rest of your life. But what if healing didn't mean denying the diagnosis, but seeing yourself beyond it? And in this powerful session today, we'll explore how hypnotherapy helps you untangle your soul from a diagnosis and rewrite the story of who you truly are. Let's begin with this. A diagnosis explains your condition, not your capacity. I'm going to start with that. You are not what they said you were. You are not the drugs or what they said. No, you are not your symptom either. You are not your worst moment frozen in time. You know when they tell you that thing in the hospital and you're frozen? You're not. Yet so many people hear diagnosis. You have depression, you are bipolar, you are anxious, and they inhale it like it's their identity. They even stop seeing themselves as healing humans and start seeing themselves as broken beings. I know quite a number of people who feel this way. And I want you to imagine someone giving you a name tag that says depression. Just close your eyes and imagine that. And you wear it at work, on dates, in front of the mirror. And every time life invites you to rise, you point to it and say, sorry, I can't. This is who I am now. A lot of people are doing that to themselves. But the truth is that diagnosis is not a prison. It's a map showing you where the wounds are so you can begin to heal them. Lisa Nicole shared a story of how she was diagnosed with depression. Her doctor told her that she had to go on Prozac, some drug. When she heard it, her whole world came tumbling down. But she didn't allow it to become her identity. She asked the doctor for 30 days. She said, don't give me any drugs yet. Give me 30 days to go and come back. If I come back and you test me after 30 days and you still think that I need the drugs, then give it to me. And she went home and changed her life around by changing her story. She started the mirror work exercise. What I love about you is, what I'm proud of you for is, what I forgive you for is, what I commit to you. She stuck it everywhere in her house, everywhere she looked, said something positive to her about her. She came back in 30 days. They did another test and the doctors asked her, please teach us what you did to yourself, because you're fine now. Imagine if she took on that identity and started to take the drugs and not even look within. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't take whatever medication has been given to you, but what if there are other ways? That's the question I want to ask. Do you know labels limit what healing makes limitless? Labels are very tricky. They help us understand what's happening, but they can also become emotional traps. Some people say, I have anxiety, and it becomes, I'm fragile. Some people say, I have ADHD. It becomes, I'm not dependable. Some people say, I'm depressed, which becomes, I'm broken. Guys, words shape your beliefs, and your beliefs shape your identity, and your identity shapes your behavior. Everything comes from that identity. Now, I want you to picture yourself as a beautiful wild bird with a tag on its leg. And the tag is meant for tracking. But the bird starts to believe, I am a tag, so it stops flying. What if you're more than your tag? What if you are not the box the world has put you in? Now, I'm not saying all those things don't exist, but what if you change it? Because your mind is neuroplastic. Do you know that? Which means that you can change. You can change it. There's a science behind it. Your brain has something called neuroplasticity, the ability to recognize, rewire, and repattern based on your new thoughts, your new beliefs, and your new behaviors. So you have the ability to change Anything, the thoughts you think and the beliefs you rehearse actually can change and restructure your brain all over again. That's how powerful you are, and that's how God created us. So that then means you can now create new emotional responses. You can build new confidence pathways. You can deactivate trauma loops and rewire old programs. You can turn self-doubt into self-trust. You alone. And this is where hypnotherapy becomes magical, because it's grounded in science once again. And to me, this is great news, that you can heal anything. You can change any diagnosis, anything. Now, I'm not saying that we should deny mental health struggles. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you don't have to define the end of your story based on the diagnosis. You can rewrite it. You can have anxiety and still speak on stage, because courage is not the lack of fear. It's doing it regardless. You can still have the PTSD and still love deeply. You can have depression, they say, and still experience joy if you choose to. You can have ADHD and still create magic. You decide. It's your choice. It's your choice. And I want you to think of that diagnosis as a chapter in your book or in your story, not the title of your life. The real you, the bold, beautiful, brave you is still inside. God created you perfectly. They're just waiting for a moment of safety to come out. Sometimes you even find out that all those labels is something deeper. And if you look at forming a new identity, it just does the work. And that's what hypnotherapy does. Most identities are formed subconsciously through repetition, through emotion, and your early experiences, 0 to 7, remember? And hypnosis will create a calm, focused state that allows you to interrupt your old identity loops and plant new truths. So remember, remove the old seeds, plant new seeds. That's it. So your old identity beliefs can be reframed truths. You can change it from I am broken, which is an old identity, to I am healing. I am healing. And if you're spiritual, use God, use the Bible. Go from I can't trust myself to I am learning to trust me and trust others. Go from I am depressed to saying I feel my emotions, but I am not my emotions. Because a lot of times your emotions are a lie. Go from I am a burden to I am deeply worthy of love. People love me beautifully. And think of your subconscious mind as a garden. I like that garden thing. Hypnotherapy gently pulls out all the weeds of shame and plants new seeds of truth. Over time, new beliefs bloom. Your garden blooms. And this is the part I love the most. The real you is still there. And hypnotherapy will help you find that real you that still exists. I had a client, a 29-year-old beautiful woman who was diagnosed with major depressive disorder. You know, we have all these titles, plenty titles. Some I even wonder where they came from. She came for sessions with me, not even because she wanted a cure, but she just wanted her spark back, go back to loving what she liked. She said, I don't remember who I was before the fog, is what she said. And in one session, we didn't erase her depression. We found a memory of her 8-year-old self dancing at her aunt's wedding, full of joy, uninhibited, alive. And while she was in the trance, we anchored that memory into her body. She breathed into it beautifully, into her chest, her spine, her smile. And she said something I will never, ever forget. I think I just met myself again. Music to my ears. I always get so much joy when my clients find themselves again. That's what healing will do. It won't erase you, but it will restore you back to factory setting. So move from I am depressed to I feel hope, because your words really matter. The difference between I am depressed and I feel depressed is the difference between permanence and possibility. So change it from I am, because anything that happens that is put after I am creates your reality. And hypnotherapy will teach your subconscious mind to unhook identity from emotion and start to get you to say, I feel anxious, but I am not anxiety. I feel low today, but I am not broken. I am a soul in motion and I am healing. I mean, those words are so powerful. The Bible says that life and death is in your mouth, and it begs you to choose life. And it starts with the thoughts you think, that creates the emotions that you have, that go to the words that you speak, that leads to the action and the life that you eventually live. And I want you to imagine carrying a heavy backpack labeled depressed. Hypnosis will unzip the bag that has been labeled depressed and remove what's inside, the shame, the guilt, the blame, the words, so that you can carry an empty bag of beauty, if you want to look at it that way. And you are not your diagnosis. You are not your panic. You are not your labels. You are not the worst thing that you have felt or feared. You are healing. You are whole. And you are becoming. Let the label inform you, but let it not define you. Use it as information. Let the healing begin with your mind, your body, your breath, your truth. And today I want you to write your name without any conditions. Just write, my name is, and I am bold. I am love. I am. Start to use the I am. And when you're talking about whatever condition is given, don't say some people will say my arthritis. And I ask them, do you want to keep it? Why are you calling it yours? So you say the arthritis. What would the diagnosis say? The diagnosis says there is arthritis in the body. None of it is connected to you. So they've given you information. What do you then need to do with that information? That's what you can then decide to create, so that you internalize something more powerful. And then you can show up in the world like that. And ask yourself questions like, who am I without the label? Who am I without the label? You know, who am I? And write that down. Write it so powerfully. Write this affirmation also. I am not my past. I am the possibility. Find empowering words today. And above and beyond everything else, book a session with me and let's work through it together. Because it might just be a label based on their understanding. Who says the doctors know it all? God created so many ways of healing. And God created our bodies to be able to heal itself. The day you understand that day you will be free. In this entire year of this year, 2025, I haven't taken one painkiller. I haven't treated any ailment. I haven't been to the hospital. I focused on my body healing myself. And that's all I do. I release any emotional trauma or pain, and I heal myself energetically. If there are things that I need, I put it in teas and I drink it. I tell you, I've never been this healthy in my entire life. I've never been this strong in my entire life, just by the understanding that my body by God was created to heal itself. You can also get that identity today. You can. And just know that, what? I'm God. I carry God everywhere I go to. God doesn't lack anything. And so everything that I need is within me, and I tap into it today. If it's your eyes, I see clearly, distinctly, with no obstacles in my pathway. I have 10/10 vision. With your ear, just say it so convincing. You might not believe it today, but do it over and over. Your subconscious mind will believe it, and then you will start to show up as it. Send me a DM today, and let's get to helping you. Let's get to showing you the amount of power you have within yourself and the amount of work you can do within yourself, because the same God that created me created you. The same power He gave me, He gave you. I just am aware of mine, and that's what I'm doing with you right now. Please don't forget to subscribe, Don't forget also to like this video, and above and beyond it all, don't forget to share me with other people so that we can all grow together. Okay? Love and light.